Hey y'all, we just had a really exciting package come in the mail. I'm going to show it to you, but first, let's walk outside because I want to show you my flowers. Look at these wildflowers. Oh my goodness. Every day they just get more and more beautiful. This one right here opened up today, and it is the most gorgeous color. They're needing some water. It hasn't rained in a couple of days, so I'm probably gonna water them this afternoon. These pots here are desperately needing some water. They'll all get watered this afternoon, but I had to show that to you because we had gone somewhere and we came home and I saw those flowers and I couldn't help but think how beautiful they were, and just sat there and looked at them for a minute and enjoyed them, and I wanted to share that with you. About a little back porch view of the garden as well. We've been working on projects. Thought we'd share that little view with you too. Back in the house, and let's look at what I've got laid out on the table. So real quick, in case you're new, my name is Tiffany. I am a mama to 5. 3 of my children are school aged, and we school here at home. We're a homeschool family. All 3 of those children will be using BJU Press this coming up school year. And I've already shown you in a video the unboxing of Easton and Hudson's things, my upcoming 3rd grader and 6th grader. I had to think about that. When you homeschool, sometimes you forget what grade are my children. Today I'm going to show you Audrey's things. Now, Audrey went to public school this past year, and she enjoyed it, and she did well, and she thrived, but she wanted to come back home and do school at home this year. Does that mean that's what she'll always do? I don't know. We're always praying about and seeking out what's best for our children, what's best for our family, and this year it was for her to be back at home. So we have her things. They just came in the mail, and I'm going to show them to you. I'm also going to have a link down in the description box for you, so that if you want to check out BJU Press items, you can do that. It is an affiliate link, so if you use that link and make a purchase, I get a little bit of something from that, and that helps our family out, so I appreciate it. If you're thinking about BJU, you're going to purchase something from BJU, I would sure appreciate it if you would use that link. It will be down in the description box. We love BJU, Bob Jones University, BJU Press. We love their curriculum. This will be the first year for Audrey using it. The boys have used it before, and it worked well for them, so I'm excited for Audrey to use it. And we're doing BJU across all subjects for the kids. We're going to add some other things in here and there, but we're doing it across all subjects. You can do whatever works for your family. If you just want to try their spelling, we love BJU spelling, or just English or just math, it's absolutely a curriculum that you can do that with. You'll notice with Audrey's things that she does not have the teacher books. I do not have the teacher books for Audrey's items, and that's because she is going to be doing the distance learning, the online videos, where she can log on and watch the video lesson and do her work that way. We opted for that form of instruction with her. With BJU, you can do teacher books, or you can do the online videos, or you can do DVDs. So Audrey is going to be doing the online videos, and I think that's going to work really well for her at the level that she's at, and she loves organizing and planning and doing her own thing that way, so I think that'll be really good for her. I believe the only thing missing, and I've got to go back and look and double check and try to figure it all out, I believe the only thing missing is maybe a vocabulary book. I know it said something was on back order, so I'll have to go and see what that was. We did add a Bible curriculum for Audrey, and this is her student handouts. And it's the Life of Christ Level 8. This is the activity book and the text. I'll show you a little bit of what is covered in these books. And of course, if you want to see anything more in depth, let me know and we can do that. If there's a specific book or subject that you've been thinking about and would like to know more on, or see more on, or hear more about my opinion on, by all means let me know, because like I said, we did use BJU last year for the boys, and we're going to be using it again and using it for Audrey this year. This is her English things. Like I said, vocabulary book, I'm pretty sure is something she was supposed to have, and I don't see it, but I know something was backordered. I just have to check on it. She's got a writing and grammar work text, and it is level 8. So we did all level 8 for Audrey, except for in math we went up to algebra 1. And with BJU, a lot of times what they're doing here is they'll do a couple of chapters on grammar and then a chapter on writing, and you can see here how it has those separated out in the green and the blue. This is a book that came with hers, Across 5 Aprils, and her literature book. Just look at some of the pages in here, because something about BJU that I can really appreciate is how beautiful the books are. This is the algebra 1 that I was telling you about. Here's some of the contents, and you can absolutely pause that to be able to see more of what's covered. And her student handouts. The American Republic will be her history. This looks really interesting. I think this is something that I could enjoy as well. Student activities and student handouts, and her science. This is Earth Science, 4th edition Earth Science. Just looking at some of these chapters, this is another one of those things that I'll probably want to take a look at myself. Everything from rocks and fossils to weather and groundwater. This is her lab manual, and I've got to look at this a little bit more and see what this right here is all about. And her student handouts. I was looking through this lab manual to see what kind of equipment would be needed for these labs, to see if it was something that I needed to be thinking about. And some of it are papers, like graph paper and things that it says is included, and some things that you would just have, like scissors and a glue stick, a candle, tape, stopwatch. There are a few that say beakers and an eyedropper or a pipette, which I actually have some of those things as well. So I'm going to start looking through this and just seeing what I might need to order so that she has it on hand. Like this one, you need mini carrots. We can pick that up at the grocery store. a scale, we have that. Some of them don't require any extra equipment. So I'm going to look through this and see what all she needs. And you know, I may not have her do every single lab. We'll just have to see. And I'll definitely let her look through and see what she is most interested in. And that's something that you can do when you're homeschooling. We can look through and decide if there's things that we want to do and things that we don't want to do. Maybe some things that I feel like she can move through a little bit quicker. She'll do some of these things every single day, and then some of these things she will only do 1 or 2 times a week. Science and history, we usually only do 1 to 2 times a week, and if we need to, we'll go through the books and pick and choose what we do. I just don't want to overload my children. Audrey is getting at an age though where I do expect her to have a little more time and a little more investment in her quote-unquote school day. We're learning all day, every day, whether we're out with the chickens or in the garden or in the kitchen or reading a book or watching a documentary or playing in the yard or climbing a tree or going fishing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're always learning. You should always be learning, even as adults. But I do want her to devote a little bit more time in her day to these things and to these lessons now that she's getting a little bit older. Still not wanting to overwhelm though, by any means. So she'll probably still do history and science, probably each of them 2 days a week. One most likely on Monday and Wednesday, one on Tuesday and Thursday, and neither on Friday, to make that a day that's got a little bit less workload. That's just what we like to do. You can do what works for you. And BJU is a curriculum that you can definitely do that with. They actually offer something called the Homeschool Hub, and you can use that whether you're using BJU curriculum or another curriculum. You can get on and plan out your day. If you're using BJU, it's really easy because you can go on and see all of the lessons and select the ones that you want to do, what days you want to do certain subjects. It's really easy, and it helps you plan out your day. And so I'm going to be showing that to Audrey and letting her do some of that herself. Mom duties call, so I'm going to go and get that baby that you probably could hear in the background. I'm so happy that I was able to show this to you today. And like I mentioned, if there's anything that you want to see more in depth, or anything that you'd like to hear more about, or more of my opinion on when it comes to homeschooling or this particular curriculum, feel free to let me know down in the comments, and we'll see what we can do. We love you, we appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.